Hello everyone, welcome back to Piofiore Faded Memories. In the last video, I don't want to talk about it, man. We lost Dante in the last video, and Lily's moved on from it because in this route she has no emotional attachment to him. But I do. I have an emotional attachment to him, and I'm hurt about it. I'm very sad. I could never forgive Yang for this. And now I'm also very worried about Gilbert and Nicola, trying to go after Yang. I don't know if Orlok's gonna be safe too. I don't want anyone else to die. It was bad enough we lost Dante. Please, no more. Also, we got Elena back, which is a good thing, and Lily's looking after her and helping her recover, which is very sweet, but it almost seems like maybe Yang is getting jealous of that, which is a thing. I don't know. That's what it seemed like in the last video. It could be something else. But yeah, I imagine this is probably going to be the second to last video of his routes because we're already in chapter 7. I wouldn't be surprised if we get started on chapter 8 today, and then in the next one probably finish up 8 and do Yang's short story. But I don't know, that's just me guesstimating. Let's continue and hope to God there's no more deaths. I seem to have dozed off and woke up with a start. I must have dozed. I made sure that Elena's sleeping face was peaceful, and sighed with relief. Great start to the reading today. I looked at the clock and realized it was close to dawn. Maybe I can start prepping Elena's breakfast now. I made sure not to wake Elena and carefully tiptoed out of the room. She seems to be stable now, but that could change drastically at any time. I wasn't able to be away from Elena for too long. I often fell asleep in her room and haven't returned to Yang's. Yang was busy chasing after Lee's men and restoring the Lao Shu. He kept his eyes on associates, and even those at the bottom. The twins told me he was very busy. He seemed to feel comfortable strolling through every district, including Arca. Because of that, he had been getting into fights with members of both the Falzone and Visconti. After I prepared Elena's breakfast, I checked in on her, and she was still sleeping peacefully. Elena, wake up. It's morning. I spoke her name and shook her gently. How's it going? Doing any better? Look at your eyes! I cut you off, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, you look so healthy. She looks so good. That's so great. Elena yawned. Her eyes thinned at the bright light, and she smiled. She seemed to be doing really well. But I'm still worried because I feel like she's forcing herself to act bright. I prepared breakfast already. Let me bring it. Hold on, okay? I slowly ate breakfast with Elena, and we talked about anything. We were finally able to have a peaceful conversation where she could smile from time to time. The door suddenly flung open and Elena gave a start. There were only a few people who would enter a room like this. Lon, Faye, please be sure to knock.
Oh, ごめんね。ラオ州、そういう文化ないから、なかなか覚えられないの。
We just burst through everyone's doors, you know. Gosh, anyways, what is it? Do you need to talk to me?
スフォリアテッラがまた食べたくて。私たち、お願いに来たよ。
I saw our ingredients this morning, and I don't think we have what we would need. We need butter and milk.
そうなんだ。じゃあ、買い出しに行こうよ。そしたら足りるでしょ?
Shopping. I thought about it. Okay, the answer is... It might be good to get some fresh air. Let's get out for a bit. It may be a good fresh breath of air for Elena. Oh, we're bringing her with us? Hey, Elena, would you like to come with us?
私がいいの?
Elena seemed a little taken aback and spoke timidly. Sure, you're starting to feel better, right? Besides, I don't think it's good to be locked in a room all day. What do you think, Faye, Lon? If they said no, then I wouldn't be able to take Elena with me. They chipperly answered. I don't know, I thought that said chirperly. I was like, wait, is that a word?
私は別に構わないよ。
何かあったらついでに守ってあげてもいいよ。
え、
あなたたちが守ってくれるの？
Elena, I saw these two take down several dozen wolves. They're very capable. Elena seemed confused, and the two stood proudly.
私たちとっても強いんだよ。
頼もしいわ。ありがとう。
Elena smiled and nodded.
あなたと買い出しなんて久しぶりね。
Yeah! The last time was when we... At the start of this route, we tried to get something from a bakery, and then we both got kidnapped. It really has. I was so happy to see her smiling. I smiled right back at her.
それじゃあ早速出発しましょう。
Meanwhile, Mark. Ah, the roof. What you up to, Yang? I'm bored. I looked down on the city streets from the rooftop, killing time. Ever since her friend came, she spends most of her time taking care of her. And getting the drugs out of her system, she's had hallucinations and shock symptoms. I understand she couldn't just leave her be.
あの女を本気で助けたいのなら、四六時中そばについているのは正しい判断と言える。
Well, I'm glad you understand that, Yang.
助けたいと言った以上、あいつは最後まで面倒を見通すだろう。
Mm-hmm.
状況が動くまでは待ってやるつもりだが。
Well, that's good.
しかし、どうにもつまらんな。体を動かしていないせいで、なまっているのかもしれん。ファルツォーネが本気で俺を殺しに来たおかげで、それなりに刺激のある時間を過ごせたが。
But you killed Dante! Ever since we got back at them, Berlone has been a lull. Oh, been in a lull. Like the devout believers of the church they are, they mourned the dead and became inactive in honor of Dante Falzone.
退屈だ。残党狩りでもするか。
It's your own fault for killing Dante! You're hunting humans, aren't you? Once I stab an open chest, it ends there. The man before me grunted and fell to my feet. That's nice. You're just like, I'm gonna go murder. I think that'd be fun. I could smell the familiar scent of blood surrounding the air.
つまらんな。
They were all such weaklings. The more I hunted down the remains, the more my boredom increased. So are you murdering the remains of like Lee's people or something? Until Redford or Francesca start making real moves.
しばらくはこのままか。
With that murmur, I exhaled wearily.
いや、ずっと退屈そうだよな。ああ、リーの配下の残党狩りのついで
Yeah, Lee's men.
に
That's
組
who he's
織内の
murdering.
公文書を粛清っつっても、ヤンを手こずらせるようなやつがうちにいるわけねえし。ああ、つまらねえのは当然だよな。
けど、ヤンが暇を持て余してていいことなんて一つもねえよな。
Probably not.
ああ、何を言い出すかわかんねえもんな。おい、何か考えろよ。
And give something to entertain him.
そういうお前も考えろよ。
Let's tell him a joke. You like knock-knock jokes?
久しぶりに主演でもするのはどうすか？
そいつはいいな。一仕事終えたんだし、上等な酒を仕入れて飲み明かす。
He's not into it.
おいおい、反応悪いじゃねえか。じゃあお前らもっといい案出せよ。
ああ、そうだ。
Oh,
新しい
don't say
女を
that.
連れてくるのはどうです？
女？
反応あった。おい、話に乗っかれ。
Quick, go along with it.
いけるぞ。ほら、
I don't think it
最
is.
近はいろいろバタバタしてて忙しかったと思うんですよ。手元に置いてる女もずーっと同じですし。
いつもならもっと早く入れ替えてたし、さすがに飽きが来る頃じゃねえかなと。
No, I don't think Yang's tired.
だから気分が上がらねえのかもしれませんぜ。
Come to think of it, they had a point. This was the first time I had been with the same woman for so long. Lily's just different, you know?
よかったらいい女を何人か見繕っていきましょうか。
女はいい。特に退屈もしていない。
Huh?
言われてみればそうか。女の回転は早かったな。
Which works out great for Lily, because I'm sure all these women died once they got rotated out.
我ながらすぐ飽きるたちだ。最初は面白いと思ってもすぐ退屈になる。 向こうがこちらに惚れ込んで甘えてくればすぐに鬱陶しくなる。
But now I haven't struggled with women much. Speaking of which, I haven't seen her in a while. Right, I'm very busy.
それじゃあ早速出発しましょう。
二人とも迷子にならないでよ。
ええ、よろしくね。
Feeling the joy of going out with Elena, I set out with a lightness in my step. We didn't encounter any problems while running our errand, and we were on our way back. Maybe it was because she was finally outside again, but Elena seemed bright. As we all walked back, I remembered something. Hey, Lon, Faye, do either of you know Yang's real name?
僕たちと出会った時からヤンはヤンだよ。
I'd like to know his full name, though. I'd like to know the last name I'll be taking one day.
それ私前に聞いたことあるけど教えてくれなかったよ。
I see.
リリー、その人のことが随分気になっているみたいね。
Yeah. It's not like that. But yeah, it is, Lily. Yeah, it is. Don't act like it's not. You know it is. Elena spoke of it directly, and I hurriedly shook my head.
そんなことあるよね。いっつもヤンを気にしてるでしょ。
そうそう。寝ても覚めてもヤンヤンって言ってたような気がしなくもないね。
Ugh, you too. As we walked together. Oh, hey.
あ、ヤン。
What a coincidence. You back from murder? Yang was walking across the street. Behind him were a few of his men. The twins looked at one another suddenly and then nodded.
私たちは先に帰るからヤンとその辺を歩いてきたらいいよ。
What? Go on a stroll?
そうそう、散歩。お前の友達ならちゃんと部屋に送り届けておくよ。
But I can't leave Elena alone.
帰ってくるまで私たちがちゃんとこの子のそばについてるよ。
Have fun with the twins.
そうしてもらおうかしら。少し疲れたから戻ってちょっと眠りたいし。
それは大変ね。すぐに戻るよ。
うんうん。今すぐ戻るよ。
Bye. The two of them took Elena's hand and left. Gosh.
あ、じゃあ俺たちも先に戻ってますんで。
Even the men that Yang had with him rushed back to headquarters. Everyone, I don't even know what Yang's going to say. Who knows with him? I sighed and looked over at Yang. Yang seemed to be thinking about something. And was quiet. I couldn't read him. You thinking about how you're not bored of me? What do I do? But, I mean, I might as well. I haven't spoken to Yang in a while. Would you like to take me on a stroll? If you don't have any plans, that is.
海でも行くか。
The beach. Interesting. The beach? It's been a while since I've stepped outside of Eleno. The townscape I used to always see now feels nostalgic to me. I wonder... Like Sister Sophia, remember her? In Nicola's route, she at least, knew where Lily and Elena were. But she's gotta be totally in the dark, right? She's probably, like, worried sick about what happened to these two. There's no way she knows what happened. Unless, the Falzone maybe filled her in about what they think happened. But are you sure, Yang?
小康状態の今ならおとなしく通り過ぎる分には問題ないだろう。海側はもともと縄張り意識が薄い地域だしな。
People passing by were staring at Yang. I didn't blame them. Yang's clothes stood out too much in Creta, the district governed by the Visconti. Even if they know you're from the Laoshu, they may not think you're the leader. It was inconceivable to think a man like Yang would walk around a town without his men. Yeah, there's no internet in these days. We can't just look up what the leader of the Laoshu looks like.
ファルツオーネやレッドフォードに比べて俺は顔が売れていないからな。
You like to keep it that way, don't you? Being on the head of the Laoshu, There were plenty of events where he could be in attendance. But Yang was famous in Berlone for not making an appearance at such events. Makes me more mysterious and scary. That night on the rooftop was the first time I had ever seen Yang. I remember the night I was abducted. Never in my wildest dreams did I think the man on the rooftop was the head of the Lao Shu. I knew it. That's because I've seen him in a previous route.
こちらの慣習に合わせる必要もない。
That is very like you. As we talked, we walked, and could sense a constant stare from people. Even if they don't know if he's Yang, I suppose people would naturally focus on him. Is it because of his clothes and appearance? Or is it his unique aura? No, it's more than that. Despite his movements being somewhat lazy, every move was surprisingly attractive. You think that's what it is? Everyone on the street is just like, oh my god, that man is so hot. His appeal grew the more you looked at him. Are you sure you're not just looking through rose-colored glasses, Lily? I'm not saying Yang's not attractive, but I don't know, I think it'd be kind of crazy if every person on the street is just staring at Yang because they're like, woo! Look at that hot man! I couldn't help but think this man had something about him that drew people in.
何か言いたいことでもあるのか?
I must have been staring at him as I thought those things. Oh, nothing. I quickly shook my head and looked away. I then noticed something and stopped. Hey, Yang. Can we stop by this shop? It's been a while since I've been here, so I couldn't help but be curious.
どれだ?
It's a sweet hailing from Italy's Apulia region, made using a dough filled with almonds, which is brushed with fruit, jam, and baked into a biscuit. I learned so much about Italian food in this game. I pointed at the shop and Yang went to buy it for me. Thank you. I was planning to buy it on my own, but I accepted it with gratitude despite my surprise. I took a bite. Lily, do you have money? Like, you were just kind of kidnapped, and you didn't get to like take any of your things with you. Did you have your wallet with you when you were kidnapped? I feel like they would have taken that. I don't know. It's delicious. Despite being a nostalgic taste, for some reason it was the most delicious now. Walking in the evening with Yang, him buying me a snack. This sort of feels like a date? Hehe. The term did not seem to suit Yang at all. I couldn't help but giggle. No, it really doesn't suit Yang.
何が楽しい?
You're too... I don't know what the word for it. I just can't envision you being all like fluffy and cute and doing dates. Oh, nothing. I shook my head, still giggling, and Yang looked at me curiously. Whatever. The sunset is so beautiful. The burning red skies. I stared at the ocean with the same color. Hearing the waves, I couldn't help but remember the night on the boat. The night of the boat deal. But this red ocean was different from the black ocean of the night. It was simply beautiful. Maybe Yang likes to look at sceneries. When I first met him, he was always looking down at the night from the rooftop. He does spend a lot of time up there. As I was lost in such thoughts, Yang's face was suddenly in front of me. Without saying a word, he bit into the biscotto? I'm not quite sure how you say that. I was holding in my hand. I thought you would have bought one yourself if you wanted it. Hearing my surprised voice, Yang responded without hesitation.
欲しくなるとは思わなかった.
Yang has the tendency to eat the things I have. I find that side of him cute. Yang? As the setting sun illuminated his face, I softly called his name. Oh, hey, how is work going? You seem busy lately. How's work been?
逆だ. 順調すぎて退屈で仕方がない.
No one's trying to kill me. It's boring. Well, if you didn't kill Dante, maybe someone would still be trying to kill you, and you'd be having fun. I giggled in response, and Yang's head tilted slightly. She really is. His expression for some reason looked so much more human, and I felt my heart beating fast. Neither of us said anything, and simply stared into the depths of each other's eyes. Ooh, staring contest. I don't know how long we did so. He muttered, and without waiting for my reply, began to walk. Oh, here's chapter 8. Dawn. One afternoon, I was having a late lunch with Elena and thought to myself in a daze. Ever since I watched the sunset with Yang, I feel like he's changed. If you were to ask me how, I couldn't explain it. It feels like he's become a little quiet. Yeah, he has been a little quiet. Although this place was domineering, he hasn't forced anything on me lately. That's so good. You know what? Yang hasn't forced anything on me lately. Wow. For example, I'm sorry, I have to go. I was in a hurry to bring Elena's supper up to her.
でもよ、そこをなんとか頼むって。美人に継がれた酒ってのはうまいんだよ。
But the man didn't care and went to force the bottle into my hand. But it was intercepted by another hand.
酒が欲しいなら俺が注いでやろう。不服か？
いえ、とんでもない。
Yang poured the drink to the brim and then turned to me.
お前はもう行け。
Oh, thank you, Yang. After that, his men dealt with me in a manner so as not to cross Yang. Does that mean no more gross remarks? That'd be nice. Even when they spoke to me, Yang didn't say much. And there was this other time. Elena, it's okay, calm down. Late at night, Elena often had nightmares, screaming and jumping up in bed. It's okay, I won't hurt you. She seemed to be battling something invisible, and all I could do was sit at her bedside. Poor Elena. Yes, it's me. I'm right here. After she calmed down, I put her to sleep again, then quietly cleaned up the room. As I walked down the dim hallway, I ran into Yang.
夜更かしたな。
You too, Yang. You're still up? I knew he usually slept for a long time, so I was surprised to see him awake at this hour. But Yang didn't answer my question.
お前、ちゃんと寝ているのか？
Yes, I've been resting when I can. I feel alright.
そうか。ならいい。
Ah, he cares. Although he seemed a little more aloof and unfriendly than usual, he doesn't seem to hate me or anything.
ねえ、リリー、どうしたの？
Oh, I'm sorry, Elena. I had some things on my mind. More than 2 weeks had passed since we took in Elena. She was making great progress. There were times when she felt pain, but it was becoming less frequent. If you feel better, do you want to go for a walk again? I realized that Elena gave me a vague response and looked somewhat melancholy. Is something on your mind, Elena?
ね、私帰りたいの。教会に帰りたい。
Yeah, she can't just stay in here forever. Oh, of course she'd want to return home. It was emotionally taxing to live with the Mafia after all this. But I feel like it's still too early. I would rather send her back to the church after her night terror has subsided. Though who knows, they may never subside.
ねえ、リリーも一緒に帰りましょう。みんな待っているわ、きっと。
I mean, I get the feeling Lily would probably want to willingly stay because of Yang. She probably got some attachment to the twins too. But even if Lily wanted to, I don't think she'd be allowed to. Her words made me realize something. Even after I sent Elena back to the church, I was planning on staying here. Yeah, see, she's planning on staying. I don't even know when I started thinking that. My home was the church, not here.
リリー
I'll talk to Yang about it, whether I can get you back to the church. It might not be immediate. Could you give me some time?
クラツリリー
I'm going to put the dishes away, okay? When I left the room, I walked down the hallway alone and fell into thought. There's going to be a day when I leave here, when I leave Yang's side. No, I don't think there is. The reason why he abducted me was because he thought I was of value to the Falzone. However, now that Dante Falzone was gone, don't remind me. There was no reason for me to stay here. I had so many mixed feelings. My feet grew heavier with each step. That evening, I noticed that Yang wasn't in his room, so I tried checking the dining hall. Oh, there he is. It was still too early for supper, but Yang was already sitting in his usual seat. No one else was around. Yang, do you have a moment to talk?
なんだ
It's about Elena. You see, she was asking to return to the church.
なら返してやれ
What? She can? I thought he'd say no, but he said yes so easily that I was taken aback. Get her out of here so I can spend time with you.
そろそろ発作の頻度も減った頃だろう教会に戻しても問題あるまいもちろんそばについている人間は必要だがそもそも教会は集団生活だろうシスターにでも事情を伝えておけば万が一が起きることもない
That is true. He wasn't just saying this on a whim. He'd actually thought things through. I was surprised to see Yang like this, and awkwardly nodded. Yes, you're right. If Elena wants to go back, it would be for the best.
教会に返すなら道中は護衛をつける日を決めたら言え
Thank you, Yang. I was very grateful for Yang's concern. Without thinking, I said what was on my mind. If Elena returns to the church, it'll be lonely.
お前も帰るか
Are you giving me the option? Because if so, that's very surprising. If you love something, let it go, as they say. There was a hint of teasing in his voice. He may not mean it. Could he be joking with me? Still, for some reason, I felt a pang of pain in my heart. Yang didn't seem to notice my reaction and continued.
パルツォーネは死んだ
Stop reminding
サンスクに
me.
も崩れあとはレッドフォードを殺せば
No!
モドローネの派遣はラオ州のものになる
Please don't kill Gilbert.
もし教国側が今さら何か動いたとしてもさして脅威ではない本国からも兵隊を呼び寄せているすべて予定通り順風満帆に進んでいる
As Yang spoke, I had no idea why. Tears streamed down my face. Aw, she didn't want to leave.
No.
He frowned, looking at me as if he were taken aback. Why are you crying? I realized that my cheeks were wet and rushed to dry them.
なぜ泣く
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm crying because Dante's dead and you reminded me. That's not why Lily's crying, though. The pain in my heart wouldn't go away. Even when I wiped my tears, I knew looking at Yang would make me cry more. Yang was unexpectedly confused and muttered as if trying to figure me out.
お前はここにさらわれてきた教会に帰りたいと思うのも当然だ
I don't get it! Yes, I used to think that. I wanted to return just a little while ago. But
でも
I couldn't say anymore.
ただいまお腹すいたよ
ペコペコだよってまだ夕飯じゃないの
Oh, welcome back, you two.
あれもしかして話し中だった
Yang's like, God dang it.
私たち邪魔しちゃったごめんねどうぞ続けて続けて
No, it's fine. We're done. I'm going to help with dinner, okay? Without looking at his face, I left the dining hall. I felt him staring at me until the door shut. Ever since it was decided Elena would return to the church, her condition seemed more stable. And finally, the day of Elena's departure had arrived.
僕たちが護衛だよ 面倒だけどヤンに言われたから仕方ないね。
You're always my guards.
そんなこと言わないで楽しもうよフェイ。デレーヌの外に出るの久しぶりでしょ。
まあね。
You two take care of Elena, okay?
あなたは一緒に行かないの？
一緒に行こうよ。僕たちだけだとそっちの子も不安があるんじゃない？
Actually, Elena was looking at both of them with concern. But I was being indecisive and Faye suddenly blinked, noticing something.
あ、ヤン。
What? Are you here? Oh, hi. Yang lazily emerged from the entrance door and looked our way. He glanced at Elena's small bag.
荷物はそれだけか。
Yes. Its contents were all clothes we prepared for her since she arrived at the base. Yeah, she wouldn't have much.
リリーも一緒に連れてっていい？
Lon,
構わん。だが日暮れまでには戻れ。
with that, Yang went back inside. I can come back? For Yang, they may have just been simple words with no meaning. But for some reason, I was happy to hear it.
許可も出たし、そろそろ行こうよ。
うんうん、みんなで出発だよ。
We left Valeno and entered Arca without any issues. As we proceeded down the main street, we saw the church. It's been a while.
リリー？エレナ。
Hey, I was just talking about you. Sister Sophia, dude, what do you know? Sister Sophia had just come out of the church when she saw us and ran forward. And with a surprisingly strong force, she embraced Elena and me.
よかった。帰ってきたのですね。
Sister Sophia was already crying. We're back, Sister Sophia. I'm so sorry for worrying you.
ごめんなさい。連絡できなくて。でも本当にいろいろあったの。よく無事で戻ってくれました。
I feel like you probably didn't know anything.
あなたたちがラオ州にいると
Oh,
聞い
no, you
て、
did.
もうずっと生きた心地がしませんでした。
What? You knew that we were with the Laoshus?
ええ、信頼できる筋の方から伺って。
Is it someone in the church, or was it the Falzone? Because you seemed to like know them in the last drought.
それでも半信半疑ではいましたが。
I see. I need to tell her what happened to us that day. Lon and Faye walked by us and looked up at the church with wonder.
はあ。
ねえ、ねえねえ、この建物何？
It's a church, a place where you pray to God. Just then, the children in the church spotted us from the backyard.
お姉ちゃんたち帰ってきたの？
おかえりなさい。
Hi, children.
なに？教会ってこんなに子供いるの？
教会のこと知らないの？知らないよ。だって初めて来たからね。
じゃあ私たちが案内してあげる。面白いとこいっぱいあるのよ。本当？
うん。僕たちの遊び場とか屋根裏とか全部見せてあげる。ねえ、いいでしょ、シスター。
ええ。
Sure, show the little mafia children around. Sophia gave a vague response and looked over at us with a concerned expression. Those two are fine. They won't kill the children. Lon, Faye, the church is a safe place, so you don't have to worry about being our bodyguards here.
そう。じゃあ私たちどうしようね。
If you two are okay with it, would you play with the children? It seems like they're really happy to have you here.
いいよ。もちろんいいよ。
そこまで言うなら仕方ないね。教会の中案内されてあげるよ。
こっちよこっち。
早く早く。
Go have fun, you two. Doing something other than, murder and be mafia people. The children pulled at their hands, and Lon and Faye were taken to the backyard. The twins seemed very intrigued, and their expressions looked bright. Elena, maybe you should have a rest. I'm sure you must be tired.
ええ、でも
I'll talk to Sister Sophia a while, so you go on ahead and lie down. You look a little pale. Elena was still in recovery, and still walked all this way. I could see the fatigue on her face.
ええ、じゃあそうさせてもらうわね。
Elena then headed toward the dormitory.
リリー、エレナはどこか具合が？
She has been through hell and back. Yes, I'll explain everything. It's something I think you should know.
わかりました。では、食堂へ。
Luckily, it was empty because it was past lunchtime. It was only Sister Sophia and me. I told her as much as I could without sharing every detail. How I was staying with the Lao Shu. How I ran into Elena by chance and found out she had been exposed to drugs somehow. How she was still in recovery and not yet stable. From time to time, Sister Sophia's expression hardened, but she let me finish explaining everything.
二人が生きて戻ってきてくれて本当によかった。今日までよく頑張りましたね、リリー。
Sister Sophia.
あなたも疲れたでしょ。夕食まで部屋でゆっくりお休みなさい。
About that.
リリー、
I'm sorry, Sister Sophia. I have to go back.
そんな、どうして？
I'm not sure myself. You know what? I don't know.
わからない？
My feelings. I don't know what I want to do. But I do know one thing. If I leave his side now, I'll never understand what this feeling might mean. As I slowly expressed myself, Sister Sophia stared at me with doubt. But eventually, she gave a gentle smile and slowly agreed.
わかりました。あなたが自分で決めたことなら仕方ありません。でも、いいですね。何かあったらいつでも戻ってきなさい。ここはあなたの家なのですから。
Thank you, Sister Sophia.
お姉ちゃん、シスター、聞いて聞いて。
What's the matter?
フェイトなんてとっても力持ちなんだ
They're
よ。
strong. What are they doing?
当然ね、すごいのよ。
Lon and Faye appeared, carrying the children easily. Ah, that's what you're doing.
まあ、そんなにくっついてお客様の迷惑でしょ。
いいよ、子供なんて軽いからね。
それに可愛いもん。いいとこ見せたくなっちゃうよ。
I'm glad to see you all getting along.
新しい友達ができて嬉しい。
でもね、私気になってたことあるよ。
は？
みんなあなたのことお姉ちゃんって呼ぶよね。私のこと呼び捨てだよ。でもナンはまだ子供でしょ。違うよ、大人。見ればわかるでしょ。
Come to think of it, how old are you two? I've never asked you until now.
15だ。
Oops, I cut you off. 15. You look younger than that.
嘘、見えないよ。
見えないってどういうこと？
I mean, you look younger than that.
ランが怒った。
It's okay, Lon. I feel your pain. People think look younger than I am. The amount of people that think I'm in high school when I'm out of college. It's fine. It's fine, guys. When I am 50, I'm gonna look really young. You know, I'm gonna look like I'm in my 20s. Finally. Seeing everyone getting along warmed my heart.
ああ、そうそう。これを持って帰りなさい。今朝焼いたものですよ。
Wow, thank you so much, Sister Sophia. Sister Sophia handed me something wrapped inside were plenty of a baked sweet that means lady kisses in Italian, a small cookie with a hint of almond and chocolate in between. I'll be sure to eat them slowly.
あなたのためならいつでも作りますよ。また顔を見せてくださいね。
Yeah, maybe Yang will be nice enough to let us visit more. Yes, I will. This truly is my home. Up. Analysis. Back to Yang again.
つまらんな。
You are just bored when Lily's not around, huh? The sun was beginning to set and dusk was approaching, but they hadn't returned.
おい、
はい。
何か面白いことでもしてみせろ。
Do something cool! Dance, monkey, dance!
面白いことですか？
早くしろ。俺を待たせるな。
じゃあ
じゃあ俺のとっておきの小話を。これは俺が急流調査にいた頃の話なんですけど、隣の家に囲いが。
つまらん。
まだ途中。
Uh,
すみません。いや、
退屈だ。それにせいている。
I was surprised by my own emotions.
この俺が落ち着かないだと。我が身ながら信じられんな。
Why were such emotions coming and going? Was I irritated?
わからん。
I don't get it. This truly is my home. I said that already. As sorry as I was to leave, still, the place I wanted to go home to was.
もっとゆっくりしなくていいの？久しぶりに戻ったんでしょ？
ヤンは日暮れまでに戻ればいいって言ってたのにね。
I'm fine. I saw that everyone's doing well.
ほーん。
あ、ねえあなた、何持ってるの？
This? A souvenir. It's. Let's have some after supper. Did you just bumble that? Did you just. What? What was that? Nothing. I said it. I said it perfectly.
とってもいい香りがするよ。ちょっとだけ味見したい。
What? While we walk?
ちょっとだけでいいから。
Hmm. Okay, fine, just a little. How about you, Faye?
そこまで言うなら
If
もら
you're
うよ。
insisting.
せっかくだからね。
Here you go. I handled the. I handed it to the twins. I don't want to sound stupid. I took one for myself and put it in my mouth. It's delicious, and the taste is nostalgic.
美味しいねこれ。あのシスターが作ったの？
Yes, Sister Sophia taught me how to bake different kinds of snacks.
そうなんだ。じゃあ納得。美味しいのも当然ね。
As we walked down the streets of Arca, I thanked them for guarding Elena and me. You two, thank you for coming with us today.
いいよ。教会すっごく楽しかったからね。
Really?
まあまあだね。子供たちがみんな元気。いい場所なんだろうなって思ったよ。
あのね、みんなで追いかけっこしたよ。もちろん、私とフェイが一番。
How cute. You two didn't really get much of a childhood at all. You know, you're like on the streets nearly dying, and then Yang took you in, and then you were just part of a mafia, so it's cute. You got to hang out with the kids and just have fun.
でもね、かくれんぼはあの子たちもすごく上手だったの。
地の利があったんだよ、向こうに。次やれば負けないよ。
Lon and Faye had always lived their lives surrounded by adults. They likely had few opportunities to interact with younger children. Yeah, like I was saying. Like, this is like probably new for them. I feel bad for them.
楽しかったな。私、嫌いじゃないよ、あの場所。
そうだね。また行けるといいね。
I was happy hearing that. They enjoyed the church. Meanwhile... Oh, don't take me to Dante's office. Oh, it still
失礼し
hurts.
ます教会につけてた見張りから報告が届きました。
Question marks, I never learned your name in this route.
例のリリアナ・ドルナートが教会に戻ってきたそうです。
Yeah, but I already left.
戻った。ヤンが手放したって。
I'm already heading back there.
いえ、それがラオ州の人
Okay, you got
間
that
が
part.
同行してたようで連れ戻されたとか。ただ彼女の友人エレナ・クローチェは教会にとどまってますね。
教会か。これは使えるな。うまくやればヤンをベレーノから誘い出せるか
No,
もしれない。
Nicola, no, please be careful. I really don't want you to die yet.
レオ、動ける構成員を集めておい
No,
て。
はい、すぐに。
no, no. I cannot deal with more death.
これは千載一遇の好機。
No.
決して逃すわけにはいか
Nicola,
ない。
if you die, who's gonna run the Falzone? What's gonna happen to this mafia? No. I walked back and I walked beside the twins as we headed to Veleno. Right when we saw the Laoshu's headquarters, Lon exclaimed as if she remembered something.
私、新しいリボン欲しいのよね。買いに行っていい？
え、なんで今から？
見てたでしょ、フェイ。さっき教会の小さい子に予備あげちゃったのよ。
Aw, how nice of you.
仕方ないね。じゃあ一緒に行く？
Then I'll go back first. I don't want to be later. I don't want to be later than when we promised Yang.
そうね。ヤン、小さいことでいきなり怒ることあるしね。
Don't believe me, I know. I still didn't understand Yang. Well, be careful, you two.
はーい。遅くならないうちに帰るよ。
I parted ways with the twins at the entrance and returned inside the familiar building. Oh, hello. We're gonna end today's video here, so you just wait right there, Yang. Okay. Today's video was, I guess, a bit more laid back in the sense that we didn't have crazy action going on. No death, luckily. Though I am worried about Nicola. I just, if he's gonna attack Yang, I don't know if he's getting out of it alive. And that worries me, and I don't want Gilbert to die, and I don't want Orlok to die. Just please, no more death. But Elena is, she's still recovering, but she's so much better than she was before, which I am so glad about. And she got to go back to the church, which was nice. And now these two have to figure some stuff out, I guess. Yang is walking around like, why am I irritated? I don't know. So I don't think he gets it yet. Lily, I don't know. She's like, I gotta figure out what this feeling is, but she already at one point said that she liked Yang, and she's like confused about like, why do I want to stay here? So I'm wondering if maybe she's like, what this feeling is, and I'm like confused, is rather love than like? Is that what she's kind of getting at? That she's like not understanding why she wants to stay here and trying to figure out what it means. I don't know. Yeah, and like I mentioned before, I did like that Lon and Faye got to just sort of hang out with kids and have fun, not be parts of a mafia for a little bit, But yeah, the next episode should be the last one for Yang's route. We'll finish off his route, hopefully fit in that short story. I also don't know how much longer this chapter is going to be, so hopefully that'll be enough for a video. If not, then I guess we'll go through the prologue again to get to Dante's route. But yeah, so I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and go. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!